This girl was tightrope dangerous, the type of girl who made you test the limits of dangerous. Like, dangerous is a bad habit, and now I'm chain smoking dangerous, and she sits on my lungs like she's famous dangerous, on the throne of smoke, playing with fire dangerous, and I'm addicted to her ruthlessness because I'm that masochist type dangerous. But I should have known this when our first kiss existed on a washing machine. Maybe that's why when I look back on it, I always feel dirty. But I was forced to sort my darks from your lights, so a little bit of me didn't ruin all of you, see. It's not easy to live inside your head and forget to pay rent. The power shuts off and it's our memories instead, but you're the ghost in my attic with a heavy step, and the creaks of your antics rearrange my bed. So I burn my sheets and my slumber to cauterize your scent, but I smell you on strangers and old hangers instead, and I sleep in her bed because mine feels like the psychology behind the apology I never received. But I refuse to grieve deceit, even if it depletes at my feet. Her sheets will never be our tombstone by which I weep, but a place to convert my backbone to concrete. I deleted every known picture of you. It's not healthy to keep the corpse of a coward, and maybe I should devour the pushpin keepsakes I put up on the walls you constructed for us, because I'm so tired of being hung up on you. When every song is your silhouette, I regret ever turning on the radio. But I've got PYT on repeat, and darling, Dirty Diana will always be your persona. So when I envision you dancing to Michael Jackson in her presence, I'm content with silence. You should be on a blooper reel of honest things I've tried to feel. Tell your mother the real reason I slept over more often than your other friends. Let down your defense and unravel your false pretense, because moms have a sixth sense, or even just common sense, so have some moral sense and break the suspense, because my fingers have caressed every piece of your skin, but have not shaken hands with your closest companions. And maybe you can manage to explain to my lover why I'm vomiting your name at 3 a.m. while she holds my hair back. Tell her this is not her fault, that you robbed me of my coping mechanisms and self-worth. Maybe then she won't blame herself for the tears when she touches me, why she can't look at me while your ghost is branded on my corneas, why she has to hold me twice as tight, fight the function of my cerebrum after midnight so I can stomach your existence in the daylight. And despite my attempt at being polite, I fight the urge to pick the smiles off of your faces like wilted flowers planted in the wrong places. Tell me if she embraces your elegance or showcases your arrogance. Does she cherish the veins in your hands when they dance with canvas and charcoal? Has she found that beauty mark hidden between your thighs, or does she downsize the artistry displayed on your body? When you are oceans of unsure, will she be your sail of certainty? Do you get nauseous in her car too, or was it just mine, or were you just intimidated by somebody with too much drive, and when she puts out your fire, don't you dare complain that you got smoke in your eyes, because I protected your name like a porcelain promise kept in my nightstand, turned my patience into a punching bag when your heart became a boxing ring. Now I'm bilateral black eyes with pulverized pride, but my hands are clean, and maybe that's why we put earplugs in our minds when our hearts are screaming. Why every time I light up, I am a slave to your secrecy, inhaling intimacy into a promise, exhaling simplicity into a conquest, but you cannot claim to win a war that no one else was fighting. You cannot conquer a monster by being an imposter of yourself. So I took your memory off my bookshelf, labeled it things I no longer have a use for, stored it in my basement, and now I'm patiently waiting for a flood. But you cannot cremate a memory. You cannot incinerate a thought. You cannot kindle a close call. You cannot ignite a nightmare, but you can wake up, take back what was stolen from you, get some goddamn sunshine, and never let someone make you feel like you are not beautiful. I am a victim of a 549-night stand. That's when I realized she made me her star. At the time, I was too naive to know that means I will always be in the dark. Now I'm a luminous lover, uncovered and smothered in blazing sun rays type dangerous, mustering motivation until I combust with accomplishments type dangerous, the type you didn't break but made tenacious type dangerous, turn my pain to poetry and expose reality type dangerous. I told you not to break a poet's heart type dangerous.